America, land of opportunity, yeah, but also a glorious patchwork of flavors. Forget the tourist traps, the chain restaurants. We're diving deep, getting our hands dirty, finding the soul of a city one bite, one landmark at a time. From bustling metropolises to charming towns, America's culinary landscape is as diverse as its people. Each region boasts unique traditions, ingredients, and stories passed down through generations. It's a delicious journey, trust me. Think smoky barbecue joints with sauce-stained menus, family-run trattorias serving up pasta dishes that'd make your nonna proud, and street food vendors slinging spicy tacos that'll blow your mind. And that's just the beginning. So buckle up, kids. We're about to embark on a cross-country adventure, exploring the heart and stomach of America. Get ready to eat, explore, and discover the real America, one delicious bite at a time. New York City, the city that never sleeps. Probably because it's too busy eating. Let's be real, this concrete jungle is a culinary playground. You could spend a lifetime here and still not try everything. First stop, gotta be a classic New York slice. Skip the tourist traps. Head straight to a hole-in-the-wall joint like Lombardi's in Nolita. Thin crust, tangy sauce, gooey cheese, that's the real deal. Next up, a taste of the Lower East Side's Jewish heritage with a pastrami on rye from Katz's Delicatessen. Mountains of juicy, peppery pastrami piled high on rye bread. It's a thing of beauty, a true New York institution. After you've had your fill, walk it off with a stroll through Central Park. This urban oasis offers a welcome respite from the city's hustle and bustle. Watch street performers, admire the Bethesda fountain, or simply soak up the sun on the Great Lawn. From iconic landmarks to hidden culinary gems, New York City is a feast for the senses. It's a city that never disappoints, especially if you come hungry. Los Angeles, land of sunshine, surf, and, surprisingly, some of the most exciting food in the country. Forget the Hollywood stereotypes, we're talking authentic flavors, fresh ingredients, a melting pot of culinary influences. First things first, you can't come to LA without experiencing the city's vibrant taco scene. Head to East LA for some of the best street tacos you'll ever have. Al pastor, carnitas, barbacoa, the choices are endless and every bite is a flavor explosion. Next up, a trip down the Pacific Coast Highway to Malibu Seafood. This no-frills shack serves up some of the freshest seafood you'll find anywhere. Order the fish and chips, grab a seat on the outdoor patio, and enjoy the stunning ocean views. For a taste of old Hollywood glamour, head to Musso and Frank Grill on Hollywood Boulevard. This legendary restaurant has been serving up classic American cuisine since 1919. Order a martini, a steak, and soak up the history. Los Angeles is a city that constantly surprises, especially when it comes to food. From street food to fine dining, the City of Angels has something to offer every palate. Chicago, the Windy City, known for its bold architecture, bluesy music scene, and of course, its deep dish pizza. Now I know some folks have strong opinions about deep dish, but trust me, when in Rome, or Chicago, as it were, head to Lou Malnati's for a true Chicago-style pizza experience. Thick, buttery crust piled high with cheese, toppings, and a tangy tomato sauce. It's a heart attack on a plate, but damn, it's good. But Chicago's culinary scene is more than just pizza. For a taste of the city's Polish heritage, head to the Avondale neighborhood for some authentic pierogi. These savory dumplings are filled with potato, cheese, meat, or sauerkraut and are the perfect comfort food. Afterward, walk off your meal with a stroll along the Magnificent Mile. This iconic stretch of Michigan Avenue is home to high-end shops, historic buildings, and stunning views of Lake Michigan. Chicago is a city with a rich history and a vibrant culture. It's a city that embraces its roots while constantly evolving, and its food scene is no exception. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, where history and flavor collide in a delicious symphony. This city is more than just cheesesteaks and soft pretzels, although those are pretty darn good too. Speaking of cheesesteaks, you can't come to Philly without trying one. Head to Pat's or Geno's, the two rival cheesesteak joints that have been battling it out for decades. But Philadelphia's culinary scene goes beyond the cheesesteak. For a taste of the city's Italian heritage, head to South Philly for some of the best Italian food this side of the Atlantic. Afterward, walk off your meal with a visit to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell. These iconic landmarks are a reminder of the city's pivotal role in American history. Philadelphia is a city with a rich history and a vibrant culture. It's a city that embraces its roots while constantly evolving, and its food scene is no exception. New Orleans, the Big Easy, a city that pulsates with life, music, and a culinary heritage unlike any other. This is a place where you come to indulge, to savor every bite, to let the good times roll. Start your day with a beignet and a cup of chicory coffee at Café du Monde. These square-shaped donuts, dusted with powdered sugar, are a New Orleans institution. For lunch, head to Dookie Chase's restaurant for a taste of authentic Creole cuisine. This legendary restaurant has been serving up soul food classics like gumbo, jambalaya, and red beans and rice for generations. Afterward, walk off your meal with a stroll through the French Quarter. This historic neighborhood is a feast for the senses, with its colorful buildings, wrought iron balconies, and the sounds of jazz music filling the air. New Orleans is a city that knows how to live, to eat, to celebrate. It's a city that embraces its past while looking towards the future, and its food scene is a reflection of that spirit. Denver, the mile-high city, known for its stunning Rocky Mountain backdrop, its craft beer scene, and a culinary landscape that's as diverse as its population. First things first, you can't come to Denver without trying some Rocky Mountain oysters. Don't worry, they're not actually oysters. They're bull testicles, deep-fried to perfection. Trust me, they're surprisingly delicious. For a more traditional dining experience, head to Buckhorn Exchange. This historic restaurant, established in 1893, serves up hearty Western fare like steaks, game meats, and seafood. Afterward, work off your meal with a hike in Red Rocks Park and Amphitheater. This natural amphitheater offers stunning views of the Denver skyline and the surrounding mountains. Denver is a city that embraces its outdoor lifestyle while cultivating a sophisticated culinary scene. It's a city that's constantly evolving, pushing boundaries, and its food scene is no exception. Seattle, the Emerald City, known for its grunge music scene, its coffee culture, and a culinary landscape that's as fresh and vibrant as the Pacific Northwest itself. First things first, you can't come to Seattle without visiting Pike Place Market. This iconic market is a feast for the senses, with its fresh seafood, colorful produce, and artisan crafts. For a taste of the city's seafood bounty, head to Ivar's Seafood Bar. This Seattle institution serves up fresh, sustainable seafood in a casual setting. Order the fish and chips, the clam chowder, or the Dungeness crab. You can't go wrong. Afterward, walk off your meal with a visit to the Space Needle. This iconic tower offers stunning panoramic views of the city, the Puget Sound, and the surrounding mountains. Seattle is a city that embraces its natural beauty while cultivating a sophisticated, sustainable food scene. It's a city that's constantly evolving, pushing boundaries, and its food scene is no exception. San Antonio, the Alamo City, a place where history and Tex-Mex collide in a glorious explosion of flavor. This city is more than just the Riverwalk and the Alamo, although those are pretty damn cool too. Speaking of Tex-Mex, you can't come to San Antonio without indulging in some serious Tex-Mex cuisine. Head to Mi Tierra Café y Panaderia, a San Antonio institution that's been serving up traditional Mexican dishes 24/7 since 1941. No trip to San Antonio is complete without a visit to the Alamo. This historic mission-turned-fortress is a symbol of Texan courage and determination. Afterward, take a stroll along the River Walk, a network of walkways lining the San Antonio River. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere, the colorful boats, and the sounds of mariachi music filling the air. San Antonio is a city that embraces its history, its culture, and its food. It's a city that knows how to celebrate, to indulge, and to welcome visitors with open arms. From the East Coast to the West Coast, from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico, America's culinary landscape is a vast and delicious tapestry. It's a reflection of our history, our diversity, our love of good food and good company. We've explored bustling metropolises and charming towns, each with its own distinct flavor and character. We've sampled street food and fine dining, traditional dishes and modern interpretations. But more than just the food itself, it's the stories behind the dishes, the people who create them, the communities that gather around the table, that make America's food culture so special. So next time you're planning a trip, forget the tourist traps and the chain restaurants. Venture off the beaten path, explore the local markets and eateries, and discover the true taste of America. You might be surprised at what you find.